Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the ASOTV podcast for Supernatural, Season 13, Episode 1, Lost and Found. I'm your host, Mike.
The unluckiest of seasons.
The unluckiest of seasons.
No, the luckiest season.
I'm your host, Mike, and joining me is Dom, and Nikki, and Kim.
How's it going?
Hi. So.
Did you do your research, Nikki?
Well. Doesn't matter now.
Okay.
No, it does matter.
It does matter. It does matter a little bit because it's kind of a related tangent. It has to do with like season 5, like many seasons ago. Does anybody remember the Antichrist?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
He turned Castiel into a little army man.
He made him into a little figurine. And so, where the fuck has this kid been? And now that I say kid, he's now a grown-up, so they can cast an actor for him and bring him in for this. And I think it would play really well, kind of like, Jack being... them both playing off each other as, like, the teeter-totter of good and evil, which we've seen in the past, but not in this, like, oh my god, super-duper powerful kind of way. They're both so phenomenally powerful that they are on almost the equal scales of Amara and God. So,
I'll tell you right now, I know who the Antichrist is. Someone else who is also in Season 5. Adam.
he was poor human.
He couldn't help it. He had to throw it in first episode of the season.
We're never going to see Adam again.
I'm gonna now have to move my desk to fish that penny out of the radiator, but it was worth it.
Adam is still in the cage. He's coming out.
No, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we pick up from last season with Jack, who...
is not a baby.
Not a baby. And I'm going to admit, for the first 5 minutes of the episode, I forgot who named him Jack or where the name even came from. It's like, here's the son of the devil.
His mommy.
Jack.
She named him when she was half
I know.
term.
I know.
Half full term.
Mm-hmm.
They named him Jack because he grew up like a beanstalk.
Oh.
There you go.
Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, he grew up like a beanstalk. And after mourning over Castiel's body, Dean runs upstairs and has a classic Dean reaction. He shoots him.
Shoots first, asks questions later, which, Dean even rarely asks the questions after the deal, so,
Usually just shoot it. Shoot it and walk away.
Which, this got, Jack then screamed really loudly, levitated the guys, knocked them into the wall, and they woke up when it was morning. Or daylight out. But first, we had something where I was actually ready to scream at the television. I thought he screamed them 5 minutes into the past.
Oh, because of the flashback with his mom?
Mm-hmm.
Dean and Sam's mom. With
Yep.
Mary. Yeah.
I'm like...
I was a little confused.
Yeah, like, holy shit, did you just scream them into the past? Are they gonna now save Mary? Cass is already dead, so they can't save him. Shit. And then, the whole she's on fire up on the ceiling again, and they wake up. It's like, you bastards. Clever ploy.
But is he really dead?
Who, Castiel?
We don't know.
No, my prediction is they're going back to the house with Jack, and Jack's gonna see dead Castiel, and he's gonna go, boop, back to life. Hey, because
they burned them.
That hasn't stopped anybody before.
no,
That's true.
They gave him a Return of the Jedi funeral.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming back because
Well, yeah, but I don't think our Castiel's coming back. I think we're getting alternate world Castiel.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
They didn't reveal. We just know that he is coming back because they slipped up and said something.
Right, but that just means the character Castiel's coming back. That doesn't mean our Castiel's coming back.
Right, exactly.
There is alternate world Castiel.
I mean, it was, Jared and Jensen giving a talk, and Jared said, so yeah, we're filming the scene, me, Jensen, and Misha, and, it was just like everybody starts cheering, and then, he realized what he did.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
I remember
But
that.
then they tried to play it off like, we're doing
It was the dialogue for the Scooby-Doo episode they were talking about.
Yeah,
that was already recorded way, way, way ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they tried to quickly play it off like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well then.
but still, at this point, our dear Castiel is no longer.
No. And they did, like Dom said, Return of the Jedi funeral him.
To be fair, though, we've had Castiel and his meat suit completely vaporized by angels.
And at some point in Season 4, he was smote onto the mountainside, as he put it. Or something like that.
Did he, explode or some shit?
An archangel basically annihilated him. And then at the end of Season 5, Lucifer made him pop like a balloon.
Yeah.
Right, that's the one I'm talking about, yeah.
So he's died many, many times and has been brought back. So I'm not saying that,
the Leviathans...
I don't disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
There is... The ploy with the ops... We know it's there. We know that this other dimension is there now. We're very aware of it. So it is possible that we will get another different Castiel. Which I hope to God he is the utmost of geekier than geeks instead of naive Castiel that we first got to.
Well, no, if you look at the world, I think we're gonna get asshole cast.
We've already got asshole cast before.
No, we're gonna get
asshole.
Oh no, I think this would be super cast. We're gonna have super asshole. You think he'd be extra asshole as this world is just it's war torn.
I feel like Supernatural has too many assholes in it already.
No, they're all dead.
Well, yeah, they did kill a lot of them, but I mean,
Crowley. Crowley's dead, and guess what? Sorry, guys, I hate to tell you, Crowley's not coming back.
No, Mark Shepard has clearly stated that there's no way he's coming back. He's done with the series. He loves the family, but done with the series. So.
Yep.
So no more Crowley.
Yeah, no more Crowley.
One manly tear was shed.
Hey.
Multiple manly tears were shed. I was in a heap eating a bucket of ice cream.
I mean, the only case may be that Mark is trying really hard to cover up him coming back.
That's true.
And trying to surprise the fans and being very adamant about him not coming back. There is that possibility, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting. Anyway, on to the plot here.
He has a new baby?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
So yeah,
he had his baby a few months before Jensen had his twins.
His twin.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw the Instagram pictures.
Yeah, he's wearing a T-shirt of Crowley looking down, and it says, "Even when I lose, I win." So.
Yeah. So Jack's wandering around naked.
Nice, smooth transition.
Yeah.
I didn't know how else to...
about his body.
I know
he was just born. He's probably baby smooth and all that, so it is a smooth transition if you think about it.
Okay.
It's got. Oh my god! I'm just gonna get horrible. It's like baby butt.
He wanders up to...
I went there.
And being as just born into the world with no experience, he's kind of naive. We're talking, doesn't know what the fuck is going on. So he wanders up to a talking pirate statue.
Father?
Which is at the drive-thru for my new favorite chain, Pirate Pete's Jolly Treats.
You can get butt everything.
Butt shakes.
A butt shake. Everybody wants a butt shake.
I love that she's sitting in her chair wiggling.
Just the reaction is like, Father? Dude, we're not open yet. And there's just a naked dude
the
standing
father,
in the
but he
driveway.
more funny he was walking around, Daddy?
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 Dada?
Now,
Just change it up a little bit.
I am going to say for a split second when, he called the sheriff, his mom, for a split second I thought, is that Jody? Jody doesn't have kids anymore.
I thought it was Donna with brown hair because she kind of has a southern accent.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when she turned around, I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, I wanted Donna. God damn it. Is this like the beginning of the back pilot or something? Damn you!
Anyway, no.
No.
But
Which I wonder how they're going to do that. I'm sure they will.
at some point.
Episode 18.
So that would be lovely. I can't wait for that. Anyway, she shows up and handles it quite well. So Jack is not a raging asshole. And
right
it
now.
seems that Cass's prediction of he's good and needs to be protected is somewhat coming true. I mean, this is one episode. We don't know what's going to happen. But, yeah. He accepts the kindness, goes with the sheriff. They dress him with clothes out of Lost and Found. And, yeah. I don't know.
They did pretty good for Lost and Found clothes.
That's
Yeah.
how I'm
That's
trying to
sort of-
piece that together in my head. That's why I kind of paused there.
I feel like their Lost and Found is like a walk-in closet because everything is just, like maybe it's an
very
actual
stylish.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like a costume department came up with that.
Maybe. Oh wow.
I mean, he then proceeds to sit there and just be completely high off his gourd, or seem high off his gourd, because, hell, he has no idea what's going on. What are you on? I'm on a chair. On the ground.
Yep.
On the planet Earth.
That was hilarious.
And I'm hungry.
I got scared at this part. I thought he was gonna need to do a siphon thing, and then when all the lights were flickering and shit, I was like, oh my god, he's eating him.
That's what I thought at that point. I'm like, when the lights are flickering, I'm like, oh good god, he's sucking the poor kid's soul out. Like it's another Amara situation. He has to eat souls to sustain himself.
That's
I
really
like
weird.
how that's how all of our brains went. Like
Mine didn't go that way.
well, in the general viewership probably all thought the same thing at that point because we are meant to believe because he is the spawn of Lucifer that he's going to be born evil.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
I know
Well,
we
it was
had
up as his face he gave.
You weren't
No.
thinking
He
of... Yeah.
it would. To be fair though, he's still kind of like a toddler kind of stage, so he's still very naive. He's still he's very curious. He's still going through all these. He's growing up quicker than probably anybody should in their whole lifetime. But we did have this discussion last season, coming into the season, being like, nothing's born evil. It's the way that you're brought up. It's the environment. It's all that. There's so many factors that play into
Evil
how
isn't born, it's made.
Exactly. So it's funny that now that he's not an infant, he's not a baby, because he is an older actor, character in this particular situation, we're more inclined to think he's evil. Because it feels like there's been that time spent, but it really hasn't.
I literally was
I didn't know
going
about
because
evil.
Dean was pushing him that he's evil and this and that, and he's got to be put down. I'm like, he's not gonna be though. It's going the complete opposite route.
Yeah.
I think it was because Dean was saying this, we were thinking it.
Well, I didn't think he was evil. I just think that was the way it was going to go, purely because he can't help it if that's how he sustains himself.
Right.
And John in chat's like, I thought grab the salt.
Well, I mean, he grabbed some salty snacks and lots of chocolatey treats, so...
What chocolate bars was he eating?
What did he call it? I don't know what he called it.
Trade, copyright safe versions of popular candy bars, but
In Canada,
yeah, well, he's
the rappers
munching
were
it down.
very
It's like,
familiar to me.
I don't think he's ever had candy before. I like nougat. He really
isn't
does.
isn't that the name of it? Is it what
no,
is it?
nougat is
Like,
it's like
I know it's
fluffed
but there's whatever,
chocolate
yeah.
or whatever it is.
I think he was eating a Mars bar.
He was eating a Milky Way for the non-Canadians who don't know what
Yes.
that is.
Yeah.
But so or a Three Musketeers or something equivalent like that. It's like
Yeah, something like
he really likes nougat. It's like, okay, the lights are oh yeah, look, Mom, check this out. Jack's so excited, like, yeah, look at this one, ready, he's zap.
I can do magic.
It's like the whole level of the machine dumps
Like a
out the
little kid.
candy. How'd you do that?
I touched it and it happened.
I did things. And stuff. Things and stuff. But it is at that moment that, his head starts pounding, he throws the sheriff into the candy machine, he's hearing Angel radio and it's driving him nuts. It's gotta be.
Forgot about that.
That's gotta be his human part, because we've, seen about 100 times now when a human hears an angel speak, if they're not in the vessel, their heads explode. While their eyes burn out of their sockets.
I feel like it's just a pitch that he's not used to yet because he is basically new to this world. So
That's what I was thinking too.
It could be something to do with the Nephilim, though.
yeah, it might be the combination. I mean, because
'Cause he
Lucifer
is
is an
part human.
archangel.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, yeah.
His
That
human-
you would assume that it wouldn't hit him as hard because he is half angel as
Yeah.
well as half
Well,
human.
no, that's why his head probably didn't explode and his eye sockets
true.
burn out.
Well, I'm thinking that because I think you're along the same line that he has not used to it. I'm thinking over time he can get used to it.
Likely.
No, the only other Nephilim we saw. I mean, obviously we didn't see her for very long, but she seemed
Fine.
together, accustomed, like she knew what she was.
Yeah.
And she was able to
So-
see Cass as an angel immediately.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking that it just over time he would learn how to, especially as he is not only just an angel, he's an archangel.
Mhm.
Half archangel.
So
I mean, Sam and Dean catch up. I love Dean's whole negativity. Like, yeah, he lost his two best bromances in the world, Crowley and Cass.
Mm-hmm.
So he can sulk for a while. I'll allow it.
He sulks all the time though. I'm sick of him sulking.
But
Can we
he's
get
a brooder. He
can we
broods.
get
Brooder.
Dean Mon back, please? Seriously.
you really think he's gonna be in,
No, I don't want Demon back because that's only gonna last for like an episode.
I'm still pissed off about that. But anyway, it's like, you really think he's gonna be in Pirate Pete's Jolly Treats? I don't know, maybe. Dude, you just want fries. And then, there's the angel pretending to be drunk. That's a new one. She adapted.
She was pretty
She was
for
convincing.
for an angel.
Yeah.
She's had to have been around for a while. I mean, like on Earth.
Either that,
Because we know that not every faction went back to heaven.
right. Also, I'm thinking she took one of the, I have an idea. In order to blend better, let me dive straight into the culture. As best she can.
A drunk slut.
Hey, it was convincing. I had no idea she was an angel until she was standing there with the other two goons.
This is true.
So,
I actually thought she was a demon.
Yeah. She felt more like a demon.
you know what? You're right. She did.
She felt very demon-like.
But anyway, Sam finds out, yeah, it was a dude. He was naked. And, the sheriff has him. And then Dean comes back with bloodied up knuckles, and he engages with the drunk chick. Who is just like, dude, what happened to your knuckles? Don't ask. He's very sensitive. Right on.
But it was cool. It was cool to find out, like at the end, going back and finding out Dean bloodied the knuckles to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
He went,
Yeah.
he prayed to God, and he punched out a pirate face. He splintered a wooden pirate sign.
I wish, I don't and I do. want to know if we're gonna get Chuck back. But at the same time, I feel like, especially if Supernatural's gonna go on for a couple more seasons, maybe give us a season until we see him.
I don't know. I'd rather have God instead of Chuck.
Well, Chuck and God, they're the same person to me now.
Anyway,
Chuck's not God.
I don't think, the way Dean prays in his own way and all that, but it's like, you're asking for help, him to resurrect Cass, being like, hey, douchebag, you owe us, resurrect our buddy.
Not just that, Crowley. He
even
went
asked
off
for
on a
Crowley
list.
back.
Yeah, he did.
And which I love, because he's sitting there so against Jack, but he wants Crowley back, who's way worse than Jack is,
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, Jack could, literally be an angel and save everything. Whereas Crowley would be like, I want everything to burn in hell.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a little bit of like Jensen being like, Mark Shepard, I miss you. I think that's a little bit of that projected in that scene.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I'm sad now. Again.
You're welcome.
Dean, they catch up with Jack, and the sheriff throws Sam in this cell with a knocked out Jack and starts talking to Dean, and hey, Dean gets to give the talk again. We haven't heard Dean give the talk to somebody in a while. But, she saw some shit, so she's receptive.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually, way more receptive than even Jody was. It took Jody a while, whereas this sheriff was just like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What was
Well,
her name? I think it was Christine or something.
I think something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they bring all the womanly sheriffs together for the spin-off, including Christine?
A ladies' sheriff convention and, a vampire attacks. I don't know.
I feel like that'd be amazing.
Yeah, you know what? It did feel like they were kind of fishing for another partner to add to the, to the Jody-Donna dynamic.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like they have to replace them because, they might be getting ready to
True.
go
That's
off on their own.
Exactly. If they're going to start their own series, they're going to need the stronger ladies to come back into this series to take their place. Because, who knows when we're getting Mary back?
Well, what I can tell you is that Mark Pellegrino, this is one of the few times that he is not listed as a reoccurring character. He's listed as the main cast for this season.
Oh. So
we may be seeing her more than.
So I'm sure we're going to
Yeah.
be seeing a lot of Mary, just not with Sam and Dean.
because they're going to be like the duo that the odd couple duo in that other world. Even though they hate each other, they're going to have to work together to get out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Something
he's
like that.
listed as a series regular for this season. So
All right, then.
the only other new, saying new, but as in that wasn't before. The only other person that's listed as that right now is the actor who plays Jack. So
Okay.
Well, then. Yeah, Sam talks to Jack in the cell. Basically gets to the root of it. I have to find my father. He's going to protect me. Yeah, Lucifer really doesn't do that. Lucifer, no, I'm talking about Castiel.
I loved that. It was a little twist that I was not expecting, because you expect that it's him, that's Lucifer, that he's looking for because he's Lucifer's child. But we find out that it was Kelly that talked to him while he was in the womb and said, Castiel is going to be the one that's going to protect you. He's going to be your father. He may not be your blood, but he's going to make sure you're okay.
yeah.
And I love how Jack held on to that and was like, yeah, I don't care about my biological father. Screw that. I want Castiel.
Because I'm sitting there going, wait, did they do a switcheroo on us and Castiel actually got her pregnant and, not Lucifer? And
No.
I'm like,
That's just gonna be.
Although I do see, like, if you take Misha and you take the actor that's playing Jack and you look at them and you go, huh, they do look kind of similar. Like,
I
they
mean, the
do
same
share
is
some traits.
the same can be said about Mark Pellegrino, though.
They are
Yeah.
a good, it's a good mix. Like, it's a good cast for
Maybe,
the actor.
maybe it's Lucifer and Castiel's baby.
This just got
Scandalous.
weird.
Because angels they don't have genders.
But
They just-
speaking of angels
Yes.
and how they like to fuck things up here.
'Cause they can jump in. Yeah.
Yeah, they show up to fuck things up because they want Jack. As I was trapped by my own sentence structure. I'm sorry. I had to see it to completion.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
Had
We'll
to
just
finish
leave that
that one
one
off
there.
there.
Just leave
Anyway.
that alone. We'll leave it alone.
So, drunk party girl Angel spills the beans that they want him because he can do anything. Ow, cat. He is Lucifer 2.0. And,
I think her name was Miriam.
Miriam, yeah, that sounded about right.
Yeah.
He's Lucifer 2.0. He can do just about anything. And then Dean's face. Except that Cass is dead. Sorry. But, yeah, and it is at that point that we find out that Jack is immune to angel blades.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, archangels are immune to angel blades. They're only vulnerable to archangel blades.
Mhm.
Sure.
So that was almost a given, I guess.
I mean, I wasn't.
Well, because he's part human, not exactly, but apparently so.
Yeah, apparently so.
I mean, it didn't even really hurt him. He just like took it and was like,
I'm fine.
"Oh,
I'm okay, guys.
This
He
thing
just
was
like,
inside
He
me,
just looked at it like,
dude."
Like,
Cat.
so that's what pain is.
I'm
trying. It's just one mess after another. I'm sorry. Thank you. Have a nice night. Okay.
But I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry. Cats do that. Just like angels. They fuck things up. But it's at that point that we get the Return of the Jedi funeral for Kelly and for Cass. Which, just the look on Dean's face while he ties up the sack that they have Cass in. The blanket.
Mhm.
Yeah. Dean's sad. But then pulls a surprise out of the hat when he agrees with Sam, like, look, I know what you're going to say. We should take him back to the bunker because I agree. You mean the brothers aren't going to fight over something? They're going to agree on something? For different
Well,
reasons.
they're not agreeing for the same reason yet.
Exactly, they're not agreeing for the same reason, which has happened many, many times before.
Like every time.
But I mean, I'm just gonna say right now, I feel like Dean is just gonna like go full on daddy mode and just be like get really attached to him, like when you babysit a kitten over the weekend and then you never want to let it go. It's gonna be like that.
All right.
I was thinking that too, to be honest. I'm thinking like right now he hates him, but watch he's gonna like fall in like
Grow to love him.
yeah.
It's like my dad when my mom brings home a new pet. He absolutely hates it with every fiber of his being. But then
Seen it happen like 3 times.
you're like, you watch him, and next thing you know, he's picking up, oh, he's a cute little baby. It was a cute. Yeah, it's gonna be exactly like that. Dean is just gonna like, he's gonna warm up to him so fast, and he's gonna
Because
go full.
they're gonna turn into drinking buddies, and Dean's gonna teach him how to pick up women.
No, I don't think so.
Oh
No.
yeah.
I'd like
No.
to see that.
Oh yeah.
I want to
As
see that.
yeah.
I
much
want to
as
see
that
that.
sounds entertaining, I think Dean is definitely gonna go a more of like, I'm gonna teach you to be a hunter route. He's gonna be strict like John.
No, there's going to be... I can see it in my head. There's a bar scene. There's going to be a loud sound as Dean slams down a shot glass. Drink this. What is it? Tequila.
And then he won't get drunk though.
Probably not. He'll probably drink Dean under
Under the
5
table.
tables.
Under
Well,
the
'cause
whole
remember
bar and 6
Castiel had
feet
to drink
under.
an
And
entire had to drink an entire
Liquor store.
liquor store.
I found a
And
liquor store
we don't
and I
even
drank
know.
it.
Yeah, we don't even know the size of this liquor store.
I love that scene.
It was a liquor warehouse.
Probably.
We have been in a liquor warehouse before. Like, it's the size of Costco, a small Costco.
Mhm.
So did he like, take over a small liquor store that sits in the corner of like a plaza, a shopping plaza, or the whole freaking Costco liquor store? Like,
Both.
what?
Wait, say Costco one more time.
Costco?
I heard the Canadian in there.
Costco.
Costco.
Yeah,
It happens.
it happens. But after all that, we get, they have their loving goodbyes, whatever, Mom's dead. Lucifer killed, he killed her first thing as soon as he realized they were trapped over there. And then they show it. So, you really thought you could run? I have wings, I could fly. That's a good point. I forgot Lucifer is probably one of the very few angelic beings still with his wings.
Mhm.
And it's like, why don't you just kill me? Okay. And I thought that was it. No, on second thought, I need you. Cut the black.
Yep.
Yeah, for the exact same reason that I said earlier, he needs her to get out of this other dimension.
Yeah, she's a Winchester. She's resourceful.
She's resourceful. Needs her, yeah, for that, I would...
She's
And
got
of course the
connections. She knows people. Bobby. She
Yeah,
knows
the boys are-
Bobby. Not necessarily the same.
Not the
'Cause
same,
it's,
Bobby.
It's alternate dimension Bobby, but she still knows of Bobby prior to her kids.
And, Lucifer's gonna have a free reign of shit because in this version of reality, the apocalypse actually happened. So him and or Michael are probably both dead from killing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. Or we're gonna have double.
Or
Double Lucy.
or the winner of said apocalyptic
Yeah.
battle is going to still be around.
Yeah, and it's who else is going to be back? If Castiel's going to be in this world, are we going to get Gabriel back?
Well, I hope so. I know that he's been helping direct episodes, so there is a way he could probably weasel himself back in.
Oh, those are my 3 or 4 favorite episodes with him.
So definitely also looking to get multiple, all kinds of people coming back with the
Yeah.
alternate universe. I think another reason why he doesn't kill her is because he knows the boys are not going to stop until, even though they may think, I don't think they're gonna. I think they're still gonna be on the back end with hope. Even though Dean right now is brooding, we know how Dean is. He'll brood, but then he'll do extra things in the background. So
Was it either Sam or Dean that asked him if he could? It asked Jack if he could open that portal again.
And Jack has no
So-
idea.
he says
He has
doesn't
no
know.
idea if he can, but
He clearly
he has no idea
can.
how. He
Yeah.
can. He doesn't know how.
Because he did it already from the womb. He could, if he gains full control of his powers, he could probably do it. No problem.
Yeah.
So that might be a thing down the road. But
This horrible thought in my head, and I'm trying to keep it to myself.
go ahead, say it.
Mary, don't sleep with the bad guy.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay.
I was thinking that's why Lucifer needs her, so he can knock her up and get another Nephilim baby to rip him out of that dimension.
Okay, I
I'm
didn't go
thinking that was his
far.
plan.
I was just making a joke.
Oh, I thought that. I was thinking that about an hour ago. I doubt that. I really doubt that. Because that would just be stupid.
Mine was
I
pure
don't
joke.
feel like Lucifer went that far ahead and was like, I'm gonna use her to have another baby. It was more. It's gonna be like Mary, just being like,
I need a.
fuck it. I need to release some stress here. You
I
know,
need something
like,
to
it's-
torture.
I love that I just was making a joke and it became a serious thing. I'm just like, wait a minute.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
I hope
it's supernatural. Anything's happening.
I hope we see another version of Kane. I would love to get Kane back, but I do know that Timothy, what's his
Still
name,
taking it.
Amundsen, he is filming for the Psych movie that's coming out in December. I think it's already finished.
There
But
are
with that being said, more than likely he cut his hair for that role.
And shave that magnificent beard.
Yeah. So if we do get Kane, it's gonna be a very clean shaven, new looking Kane. Maybe not so Lego because this Kane
it
was.
might not take that long for him to grow that all back.
It's not gonna grow back in like a month.
And again, it's called Power of Makeup.
Mm.
You could wear a wig.
And a beard.
I don't know. But I feel like that Kane was like isolated because he was trying to stay away from everybody. And this Kane with the apocalypse, if that was the case, he wouldn't be so recluse.
Yeah, he'd wear a nice leather jacket with a red scarf and a nice bat with like spikes on it.
No.
Wrong character. Wrong show.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Take your Jeffrey Dean Morgan boner and put it back in your pants.
It's already been established that he's dead in this world too.
Yeah.
Yes.
John is long gone in the other dimension as well.
Anyway, next episode. The next episode is called The Rising Sun. And the synopsis for this gives us a little bit of a taste of what's happening this season. Sam and Dean begin to explore what Jack is capable of doing with his powers. We figured that out. An unexpected visit from Donatello alerts the boys to the fact that Jack will need more protection than the Winchesters can provide.
Wait, who's Donatello? Before
The
we...
Ninja Turtle.
Prophet.
He's that one prophet that they
Prophet.
protected, like, what, last season or the season before?
The one with the cat?
Yeah.
I think he was
Okay.
the one with the cat, right?
He had,
Yeah,
he had the purple mask and the shell, and he carried
No,
the
anyway.
Continuing, there is a new Prince of Hellentown, Asmodeus, the one we didn't get last season. And with Lucifer out of the picture, he sets his sight on Jack.
Oh.
Hit the road, Jack.
I thought all the other...
Asmodeus.
other
Why do I always think of
prince-
this song?
I think of that fat
Yeah.
dude from World of Warcraft. But anyways,
Diablo
I thought
3.
all... Yeah, okay, whatever.
Asmodan? You mean Diablo?
That one. I thought all the other princes of hell weren't interested in Jack at all.
They weren't.
They didn't give a shit.
Apparently they care now.
Apparently he cares now that he, figured out how powerful he is.
His family's dead.
Okay.
On that note, it looks like it's going to be a good season, and I'm excited. Which,
Many possibilities.
every season, after a certain amount, it's like I go into it, very wary, because it's like, we're getting up there in season numbers, is this going to remain interesting?
I don't know. The horse is not dead yet, so.
No, it's not. It's
I mean,
beaten
they're even-
and bloodied.
It's not, though. Because they're still throwing new things at us, like the Scooby-Doo episode. Who thought they were ever going to do that? Like, why would they... Like, I understand CW Warner Brothers are the same fucking thing, but I never would have expected... It is a fluff episode, but if you're thinking about it, it's going to be a very interesting one. Not only are the boys going to be animated, but they got Shaggy and Freddy and Scooby and Velma and Daphne, and they're all going to be together doing mystery things.
Next year, Sam and Dean are going to go through an alternate dimension and end up in Gotham City.
Yes. And that's probably what it's going to be. It's going to be Jack experimenting with his powers to break into different realities, and they're going to wind up in an animated Scooby-Doo reality.
Can I say goodbye so I can kill a cat?
What? Oh, right, sure. Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to mention about this episode?
Wait, I was like, what?
Please don't kill one of our cats, honey. The way she's looking, the cat's climbing on something she's not supposed to be climbing on.
Yep. She's gonna break my computer.
Anyway.
We should go.
Good.
Yeah,
We're all good.
That's our show, Dom. Where can they find you?
I don't remember.
While he's remembering, Nikki, where can they...
I'm trying to stall. You can find me down below, Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Nikki, where can they
Don't
find
even
you?
think about it.
She's thinking about it.
Where can we find you? Don't even think about it, guys.
Honey, where can they find you?
Find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyYVENM
Don't even think about it.
Kim, where can they find you?
On Twitter. H-U-F-F-I-T-Y-P-U-F-F-I-T.
She knocked down my moose.
There's a stuffed moose. Don't ask. To clarify that, she did not knock down her hair care product. Anyway, you can follow me or chocolate. You can find me on Twitter at Villagerin. You can follow all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, or YouTube at ASOTV Podcasts. You can follow us at those places for some more podcasts, for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games.
You can join the circus again next
like,
week and
next
every
week.
other day and in like 20 minutes or whatever. Yeah, this is the circus. And we
Thanks
are
all
the
for
ringleaders.
watching. Have a good night.
Ah.
I missed Supernatural.
Dun, 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 dun.